Alright, I've had a break from this for a couple of weeks, which is a good thing sometimes when you're working on something that is difficult and challenging. Righty, so the wings are on, and you can see where the white is where I had the putty. It's quite a bit on the underside as well. You can see I've painted in the speed brake section and the flaps inner area, so I will mask that off, and I'm going to paint the engine, or the area around the engine, that plating, and it's a different colour to the aircraft colour. I'm just going to mess around with some different shades of metallics with AK Extreme range, Extreme Metals. These I've ended up, that photo etch that was in there is just like I thought it may happen, that they weren't, you attach them but that some of them aren't long enough to touch the fuselage, so I ended up cutting, I stretched some sprue and just cut it off, which wasn't easy either, trying to hold 20 pieces like that. I still managed, I think what I put in 10 pieces. I think I cut about 20, because every time I pick them up they go ping, flying off into oblivion. So starting, good progress now. We're finally making some serious headway. The worst part is over, and I'm coming into my favourite part of a build, which is painting. So yeah, I'll mask off this red and I'll spray in that engine, and I'll come back and see what I ended up with. So I've painted up the area behind and around the engine. I use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 colours. So I started off, so I primed it black, then I sprayed the whole area burnt metal. Then I come in with titanium, which I sprayed around panel lines and a bit here and there randomly. So you can see it looks similar, but they're not when they sprayed out. It's probably settled again. Then I come in with metallic smoke. Again, this time I went over the panel lines again and randomly. It's okay to go over previous layers as long as you keep it that it shows, if you still want them to show through, that they show through. Then some metallic blue just to show heat. That was in the center of these panels and a bit random. And finally a bit of jet exhaust, which was from here back to here mainly. The burner cans when they sit in, they'll come up to that panel, so I haven't got much going on there because you won't see it. And it's had a coat of that gauzy, AK gauzy. Now I've painted in the schnoz, so I need to give that a gloss clear coat so I can mask it. And I can mask all this off, and then prime the beast. I might put the windscreen on first, but I'll have a look and see how it fits, whether I need to do it now or I can put on later, or what's easier for me. Alrighty, she's primed. I need to go over it and check if I need to sand it, polish it somewhere. Doesn't look too bad. There's a couple of areas I can see I need to just come in with some really fine sponge, and I'll polish it down, and then I'll spray some more primer. I'm using This one again, Mr. Finishing Surfacer 1500 black. Obviously it's black. Just heavily thin it with Mr. Leveling Thinner. It gives a nice smooth, I like it because it's smooth, it gives a nice smooth coat. And you can see it's dull. I'm not fussed about extremely high finish, but in a moment you'll see I'm going to try something new that I haven't used before. But if you want, you're spraying your metal colours and you want a brighter finish or shinier, then you use gloss black, or you can break it up, mask off panels and do semi-gloss black, gloss black, flat black, things like that, or you just change the shades of metal, but I'm not doing any of that. I'm going with this, and I've already experimented on the stabilizers with the paint I'm going to use. Let's see how that comes up. So it's very shiny, and depending how you look at it, gives you a different effect. So what I'm using is this AK Super Chrome. I've had it for a while. I've not used it before. It says it's an ink, but I've airbrushed it and it goes down like paint. To me, ink is extremely thin, but no, this stuff's thin, but it airbrushed all right. Just pop the lid, you can see in there. So even though I've got a flat black coat, that still comes up pretty shiny. So I'm going to paint it like that, and go from there. When I've painted this, I'll see how it looks and whether I come in and do different shades of other AK Extreme metals, or just leave it, or weather the panel lines like I did on the what's that one, the Scorpion. So this is rough. I didn't prepare the surface very good. I gave it a quick sand. So that, not the front, that part is the chrome. There's that one, and it's had a coat of the coat of that over it, gauzy. It didn't really dull it, so I'll be using this, but that over it, and if it does dull it, I don't care. It's still bright, it's still shiny. It's one of those things. It was a service aircraft, so, but some of them are shiny, some of them aren't. I just want to try something different, and that's different. I haven't used it before. So we'll clean this up again and touch up primer where I need to, and then lay some of that down and see how she looks.